After Sarah died, Abraham took another wife. Her name was Keturah, and she bore him sons, Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shuah. They were Abraham's sons by blood, but not sons of the covenant. These names matter. They will echo through the pages of prophecy. Midian, whose descendants will become both enemies and rescuers, oppressors in Judges, a refuge for Moses, and ultimately judged by Isaiah for lifting their hand against Israel. Isaiah 60, Jokshan's line leads to Sheba and Dedan, tribes tied to trade, to watching, to waiting. Sheba will bring tribute to Solomon, but Dedan will one day stand off in silence as Babylon collapses. Not faithful, not enemies, just onlookers, spectators of judgment, traders in decline, watching the story unfold, but not part of the covenant that drives it. And Shuah, nearly forgotten, will show up again in the book of Job, as one of the friends whose wisdom fails to explain suffering. These sons would build cities, influence empires, shape regions, but they would not inherit the promise. While Abraham was still alive, he gave them gifts, and he sent them away, eastward, away from Isaac. The covenant line would not be diluted. There could be many sons, but only one heir. And this pattern would continue. Isaac, not Ishmael. Jacob, not Esau. Joseph, not Reuben. David, not Saul. Over and over, the line narrows until it rests on one man, Christ. This is not favoritism, it is election. Not all who are descended from Abraham belong to Abraham. Romans 9:7, flesh can multiply, but only promise bears fruit. Then Abraham died, 175 years old, full of days, and he was buried in the cave of Machpelah beside Sarah, in the only land he ever legally owned in Canaan, a grave as a down payment on the kingdom. And in a rare moment of peace, Isaac and Ishmael stood side by side to bury their father, a fleeting reunion at a grave that hints at a greater one still to come. Because when Christ was buried, it wasn't just family that gathered, it was the world he died to reconcile, Jew and Gentile, near and far, brought together not by mourning, but by mercy. And God blessed Isaac, because the promise had passed, from Abraham to the son of laughter, from the sojourner to the heir. The rest of the sons were scattered, but Isaac stayed, in the land, with the blessing, under the promise. This is not just a family story, it's the architecture of redemption, and the cave of Machpelah, that grave in Canaan, still speaks, because those buried in hope declare with their bones, the inheritance does not belong to the flesh, it belongs to the promise,